Gas drilling is different, obviously, from oil shale. I read an article today that in August alone in 2010 in the Marcellus shale area of Pennsylvania, in 1 month, 157 new leases went in for gas drilling in 10 counties. And the Susquehanna River Basin Commission, which obviously, as Jonathan said, lots more water back there, have granted permission for 850.5 million gallons per day for just the new leases in a month. So granted, their geography is different and the geology is different than here. And what happens when gas goes back, when the demand goes up from $4 per MMBTU, 1,000 BTUs, back up to what, 17, and we see the demand rise again. How much water do we have here to spare? Because we need the gas drilling jobs, but how much water do we have?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And groundwater pollution.
The water issues related to gas development are primarily the latter, not the water supply. In the water business, the reality is if somebody comes up in a truck and uses water, it's probably, we deal with acre feet, we'll deal with hundreds of thousands of gallons, we deal with large amounts of water, and if you take it in a truck, it's almost too small to measure. So there is collectively over thousands of wells, over tens of years, you can add up to a lot of water. Most of that is actually used in dust control. And plus, right now, me in western Colorado, in the last couple of years, we've got some new laws in effect that they will be able to actually take water from the well process, which is pretty bad stuff, okay? In many cases, it's half the salt of the seawater, and use it for some of these sources. So the gas business itself, when it comes to raw water, when it comes to water out of the river, is not a large consumptive user. It's much, much, much smaller than our lawns. Okay. The real problems associated with gas development and water are associated with what does the fracking process and what do those things do to groundwater and to these independent wells that we have that people rely on. There's still a lot of individual wells. There aren't very many cities in western Colorado that use wells, but there are a lot of individuals that use wells. And what does that do to their water supply when you figure that the way you generate that gas is you fracture the rock underneath to make it easier for the gas to hit the well. Well, that also makes it easier for the gas down there to reach others' wells as well. So I see the real problem being what it does to individual wells. I don't see the redevelopment of the gas industry as taxing our water supplies in the gross sense in terms of the river impact.